My name is Nick Vanaki, and I'm the head baseball coach at Emerson College in Boston, Massachusetts. Recently, we've received news that our former head coach found out that his daughter was diagnosed with breast cancer. We have partnered with the Massachusetts Breast Cancer Coalition to get out the word on this horrible disease. The MBCC focuses on prevention aspect of the disease. We thought that their information was interesting and informative, and wanted to get involved as much as we could. This public service announcement, brought to you by the Emerson College baseball team, partnered with the MBCC, is where we wanted to start.
Cancer forms in the tissues of the breast, usually the ducts, which are the tubes that carry milk from the lobules to the nipple. Breast cancer occurs in both men and women, although men rarely contract the disease.
According to the Center for Disease Control, the most common form of breast cancer is ductal carcinoma, or a cancer that begins in the lining of the breast ducts. If these abnormal cancer cells remain only in the lining of the duct, it is referred to as ductal carcinoma in situ. If they spread to invade the surrounding breast tissue, it is called invasive ductal carcinoma.
Finding a lump in the breast or armpit is the most common way to detect cancer. However, the CDC reports that most breast lumps are not cancerous. Rather, the two most common causes for breast lumps are fibrocystic breast conditions and cysts.
The following additional symptoms listed by the CDC as possible signs of breast cancer can also be caused by conditions other than cancer.
Thickening or swelling of part of the breast, irritation or dimpling of the breast skin,
redness or flaky skin in the nipple area of the breast, pulling in the nipple or pain in the nipple area.
Nipple discharge other than breast milk, including blood. Any change in the size or shape of the breast. Pain in any breast area.
It is estimated that over 230,000 women and 2,200 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015, and an estimated 40,000 women will die from the disease.
In 2012, in the United States, there were an estimated 2,975,314 living with breast cancer.
Half of all female breast cancer patients receive their diagnosis by age 61, and approximately 12% are diagnosed before age 45.
Per research done from 2006 to 2010, the median age of diagnosis for cancer of the breast was 61 years of age.
Breast cancer is the most common cancer among women, excluding cancers of the skin, accounting for nearly 33% of cancers diagnosed in U.S. women.
Breast cancer occurs in men as well, accounting for 1% of all breast cancer diagnoses.
Based on rates from 2007 to 2009, 12.38% of women born today will be diagnosed with cancer of the breast at some time during their life. This number can also be expressed as 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer during her lifetime.
Breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in women behind lung cancer.
From 2004 to 2008, invasive breast cancer was the most common type of newly diagnosed cancer among Massachusetts females, accounting for almost 30% of new cancer among females.
Accounting for 28.5% of new cancers among females. By county, rates of breast cancer range in Massachusetts from a low of 120.2 in Suffolk County, the Boston area, to a high of 152.1 in Dukes County, Martha's Vineyard. The highest rates in Massachusetts are on Cape Cod, Dukes, Nantucket, and Barnstable counties, and slightly lower rates are found in Middlesex, Hampshire, Norfolk, and Franklin counties.
In 2008, Massachusetts had the highest incidence rate of breast cancer in the United States.
According to 2009 statistics, Massachusetts breast cancer incidence is approximately 5.8% higher than the national average.
National data for 2009 reports an incidence rate for breast cancer at 130.3 per 100,000 women in Massachusetts, compared to an average rate of 123.1 for the U.S. as a whole. Massachusetts is in the top quartile of incidence rate for breast cancer in the U.S.
Over the past several decades, the breast cancer rate has increased dramatically from an estimated 1 in 20 in 1940 to more than 1 in 8 today. Incidence rates have increased over 40% in the past 4 decades.
February 2013 federal interagency report titled Breast Cancer and the Environment, Prioritizing Prevention. We know that complete toxicological screening data is available for only 7% of the over 84,000 chemicals currently registered for use. This includes toxicological data, health effects like breast cancer, reproductive defects, and more.
The Massachusetts Breast Cancer Coalition is and will continue to advocate for more resources dedicated towards breast cancer prevention research focused on environmental contaminants linked to the disease.
So this summer, we have a fundraiser called Against the Tide, and that's coming up June 18th. People can choose between 1, 2, or 3, or between 1 or more components. People can swim 1 mile, their choice, either swim 1 mile, kayak 2 miles, walk 3 miles, or run a 5K or a 10K, or they can do a combination of those events. And that's both in Hopkinton and Brewster, Mass. Your team has a great heart, that your concern and your work and the effort that you're putting into this helps us. It gives us a moral boost, gives us every year to have new energy within that. You're giving us new energy to carry on. It really does. We're very, very grateful that you're helping us, and it's so nice to see young men helping us that understand why prevention is important.